It's actually time to decide to put your feelings first. That's the first thing, to put your feelings first. And that means to literally listen to your feelings and see what they tell you and what you sense from them.
Good morning, my friend, and welcome to Friday. Thank goddess it's Friday. And Sensei says you might have a little vulnerability today because you're actually afraid of your success. In today's Megascope, I have a 3-step checklist to make sure you're doing the right thing. From my smartphone to yours, keep streaming for your Friday Namaste today. Welcome to Namaste Today, a supernatural way to start your day. I'm your host and spiritual life coach, Christopher Witecki. I work in the modality of psychic astrology, and I'm on a personal mission to live in my heart, help other people into theirs, and help raise the vibration of love on earth. Namaste, my friend, and welcome to Friday. Thank goddess it's Friday. And today you might be feeling a little vulnerable, my friend, and I argue it might be a fear of success. I think we all feel that there's a great possibility our hearts might just get what it wants, and that makes people a little timid. So today I'm going to make sure, give you a 3-point checklist to make sure you're doing the right thing so you feel better and you can dive in this weekend. But first, let's take a look at your weekend moodcast. This zodiac weather is for Friday, August 12th, 2016. Well, looking ahead at the 3-day weekend moodcast, today is overcast with a chance of being a bit emotional. Tomorrow will be sunny and super optimistic, and Sunday will be cloudy with a chance of inspirational heat lightning. But today I'm predicting overcast with a chance of personal showers. You may feel a little vulnerable or exposed today. Now, the Great Human Walk has reached Step 20, Leo. That means our ruling channel is Channel 2, I feel. And that means our ruling planet is the Moon. Now, the Moon itself, our emotional focus today, is out on our own and a bit exposed. That's because the Moon is in Act 2 of Sagittarius and has left Saturn. And our mental focus today is ready to commit. Mercury is at Step 17, Virgo. So you might ask, why are you feeling so vulnerable? Well, today we are emotionally exposed, and over the weekend we venture out into uncharted territory. So you might ask yourself, am I doing the right thing? Well, good news, in today's Megascope, I'll give you 3 steps to check to make sure that you're doing the right thing. But first, grab yourself some tea, and let's have our Friday tea time. Hello, my friend, and welcome to our tea time. Today's tea time topic is my spiritual practice. And, I'm trying to document now because I'm writing my book and building my next version of my website or my personal Sensei service, which is a lot deeper in education. But I'm trying to document the things that bring me happiness. And I have to say, a spiritual practice is necessary. Now, let me explain what I mean by spiritual practice. I mean something where you practice being spiritual, okay? Now, religion, that dirty word, I think I was very much against spiritual practice because I was against church and I was against religion, and I didn't like religion. But remember, folks, religion was designed to religion Rome together under one brainwash. That's what religion was, all right? I believe in a me-ligion, something all about me to religion me, right? Like that's what I believe in my own me-ligion. Now, that said, I believe that everyone needs a spiritual practice where they practice their spirituality each day. And I believe that if you don't have a spiritual practice, then the only achievements you feel in life are outside of you. So that means you're waiting for the sale, or you're waiting for the date, or you're waiting for this, or you're waiting for that, because everything in your life is based on your outer life. A spiritual practice keeps a new development inside of you. Benchmarks that are spiritual, benchmarks that are non-tangible, little benchmarks, little promises with yourself that are between you, or you and God, or you and spirit, and you can achieve and grow when the whole world isn't. You can achieve and grow when people refuse to. In fact, it's unlimited growth inside. Now, every light walker knows that the journey to enlightenment is inward. But do you have a regular practice? Okay? Now, I think we're in a time now with that you absolutely must practice what you preach. With the people out there and the people call themselves leaders, all of us can see through the bullshit now. Everyone believes in their ability. So I'll just say, if you don't have a practice yourself and you're out there preaching, people will eventually know. Okay? And I'm not saying that's a horrible thing. I'm just saying, you got to practice what you preach, I think, if you're going out there and preach. But I also think that in my own understanding of enlightenment, you must check in with spirit every day. Now, I'll be honest, I wasn't checking in with spirit in the last months every day. Like, it would be sporadically. In fact, I waited until I had been checking with spirit every day for a week before I even said I would do this video, because I didn't want to be a hypocrite myself. But I will tell you that when you take a little time for your spirituality each day, spirit takes time for you because of the law of attraction and reflection and everything else. So it always comes back. Now, lastly, I'll just share what my actual practice is. I didn't like going to church, and church wasn't enough for me because it was once a week, and I want to feel good every day. And that's one of the reasons why I developed serious joy in my personal Sensei service, because I realized people don't go to church anymore, and they just need encouragement, and that still spiritual thing without the preachiness, But I realized that you really kind of be, if what you be is what comes. So if you want spiritual peace, you must be spiritual peace for spiritual peace to come. So I tried meditation. It didn't work for me. I couldn't quiet my mind. I didn't know where I was going. I did try, different forms of Christianity. And of course, I believe in Christ and all of that, but couldn't really study the Bible. Didn't like that practice. Tried yoga and still working on yoga. I think yoga is an excellent spiritual practice, and it's a good one because it's physical. But I get my spiritual practice from a different place, and I spend a lot of time working out in the gym. So yoga is one thing that's kind of an extra thing. What I settled on was Buddhism. I personally am a Buddhist, but I like the chanting of Buddhism. Now, I'm a Nichiren Daishonin Buddhist, which means that I chant Nam-myoho Renge Kyo. There are many, 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 many sects of Buddhism. There are many, many Tibetan Buddhism. There's lots of chants. But by chanting each day, I take time and space for myself. It's a belief structure that I like and I enjoy. So it works for me and it logs me in. And I have to say that when I practice chanting every day, I always feel like I've been a good boy to myself and done well for myself each day. When I just take the time to take that practice. The last thing I'll say that's absolutely necessary for a spiritual practice is simply spirit is time out. If you push every day with your ego and push to achieve and push to succeed and push to shine and push to be beautiful and push, and you never go within and get one break, okay? I believe surfing, for people who surf, like in California, surfer people, girls and boys, that is a spiritual practice. When you're one with the waves, spiritual practice. There are many, many, many spiritual practices. But I believe when you take that time out to show the rest of reality that something else matters, which is inside of you, you are on your path to mastery. And with that, let me channel for you your Friday Megascope. This is just channeled for everyone in the masses. And I'm actually going to just pull here the chart to make sure I have the chart too, because I get disconnected. We have a pretty powerful weekend here ahead. And I'm just going to channel for you and look at the planets. Right, step 20 day. Okay. Yes, actually, I picked up on this earlier, actually. So today I'm feeling definitely some anxiety. We're still feeling a lot of adventure. Things are carrying off. We're feeling very different. And this weekend is going to be, you got to be careful about this weekend about non-judgment. In fact, the truth is the only thing that's holding you back from jumping into serious joy or going to the next level with yourself is your self-judgment. So you definitely do not want to be judging. A lot of people are going to self-sabotage this weekend because they're not ready for success, and that's okay. We always go to the edge of the pool until we're ready and pull back. Try not to do anything stupid. Try to be honest with yourself and just be like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready to support this next journey, or I am ready and I'm going to do it. Okay? Either way, don't worry, my friend. A lot of this moment is fated, and even people who didn't want to get in the pool, it was fated that you wouldn't be in and you'd be watching people who were swimming, that sort of thing. So today, am I doing the right thing? That's the question I want to help you answer, and I have a 3-step process to answer it for yourself. Step 1, what is definitely out? So, it's like that SAT kind of score thing. Eliminate what's definitely out and only be considering the things your heart really wants. Okay, so just getting that energy off the plate really helps. Step 2, what's your heart aiming for? What do you want? Like, what are you aiming for in life? Joy, happiness, contentment? Go for the underlying thing you're aiming for and see if your choices line up with that. And then third, what feels the easiest? And I say that not from laziness, but from the universe, the path of least resistance. So out of those, which one is the path of least resistance? That is probably the one you want to go with. Now, for those who are watched over by my personal Sensei service, which you really should try, at least for the Megascope Monthly, today I'm going to give you in your Daily Zen the duty of the mind. And in other words, what the mind is really here to do. I always say the mind has no business in love. It's true, but I'll tell you what it has business in. I'll tell you today. And at 3 o'clock, what is your capacity for passion? Before passion really turns up its volume, I'm going to let you know how shy or not you are to it in your 3 o'clock eye candy. For those who are watching on YouTube, please be kind and do subscribe. I thank you ahead of time. And if you'd like to follow me on Twitter, you can follow me at CWateki. And if you'd like to come down to the brightest star on the internet, come on down to SeriousJoy.tv, and you might consider signing up for my personal Sensei service. When you do, you'll get access to the monthly Megascope report, which gives you the whole month in perspective. Right now, I'm talking about in these 15-minute things what people's stories are, how their personal stories are starting, and you'll find out for your both sun sign and your ascendant. So don't be shy. Our phone number is on the website. Give us a call if you have questions, and give it a try. You're going to love it. All right, friends, that's all I have for the weekend forecast. I'm so grateful to be a soul service, and I'm really grateful for those who comment, those who share me with your friends and family. Honestly, that's such a wonderful, wonderful, really great, what's the word? Kind thing to do. I'm literally speechless. I don't know what to say, but I am grateful, and I forget to say it sometimes. Have a great weekend, my friend. Remember, I love you, and live, love, be.